Hello, my name is Kiran Kanwar and I've been a golf instructor for over 21 years. I'd like to introduce a simple, science-based, researched golf swing which will help any skill level of golfer hit the ball further, straighter and higher. Incidentally, I come from Mumbai, formerly Bombay, the home of Bollywood, which is why my presentation naturally must have a bit of drama, a touch of action, and the part where the audience sits back and listens spellbound while the female actor delivers her melodramatic monologue. Here's a dramatization of the modern golf swing. Check your grip, your aim, your alignment, your ball position, your posture. Start your backswing on the shaft plane, then make sure your right elbow is on the same plane, then your left forearm, bend your wrists as much as possible, turn the shoulders much more than the hips, start your downswing with a squat, let the wrist lag for as long as possible, roll your forearms past the ball, finish it all with the chest facing target, and don't forget to hit the golf ball. A couple of years ago, a golfer named Joe called. "What have you done to my pal Bob? He's hitting the ball so much further and he's winning money off me. You better sort out my slice now." So, I showed him this new golf swing. This is what I said to Joe. At address, preset the body's weight and shoulder position with a centered ball position and the right upper body behind and below the left. Then keeping the right side in tilt forever, simply raise the left arm and club shaft till they are about shoulder high. During the downswing, slap past the ball, keeping the right heel grounded for as long as possible. From down the target line, the right side stays in tilt, the left arm and club shaft move in a straight line towards the right toe, and the wrists never bend. And when you put it all together, this swing simply gets incorporated into your existing swing and doesn't really look very different. After the lesson, Joe said, "This swing actually works. Does it have a moniker?" Well, how does the do nothing swing sound? Do nothing? Nonsense! We golfers always need to know about the fundamentals, the swing plane, the shoulder turn. Okay, how about the minimalist golf swing? Minimalist because it cuts out all excess motion and minimizes the number of independently moving parts. This increases your swing's efficiency and maximizes your chance of making correct club ball contact. Yes, that might work. A few weeks later, Bob called, sounding extremely gleeful. Guess what? Turns out, Joe had been talking to his locker room buddies. You don't need my degree in physics to get it. It's all simple common sense, really. Look at your position at address. Arm straight, right side below left, body weight centered. Look at impact, same exact thing. The more individual joints you bend or twist, the more complex your downswing becomes and the better you have to time it. With this minimalist swing, get the right side out of the way, swing the arms back and through and boom, straight as an arrow. And the power? None of that twisting like a ballerina stuff, just body mass being in place for greater power. Yes, tough, macho. I only believe it if the magazines and TV channels say it's so. Joe actually got it, both the simplicity and the science behind it. Now you try it. You'll simply love it. Even if you do just a bit of it, your ball striking will improve. This is a simple drill for the backswing. Interlock your fingers together, get into minimalist posture, and raise the arms to shoulder high. This position forces the arms to swing wide and keeps the body's mass right behind the ball, which in turn provides greater force at impact. The ball, the club, and the human body have certain constraints just because of the way they're designed. The ball is designed to be connected at its center and below its equator. The club must arrive at the ball slightly from the inside at a shallow angle and with the club face square. And where must the body be in order to deliver the club to the ball correctly? The left arm at impact must be dead straight. The right shoulder must be slightly behind the left, and the body's weight must be dead center. Now, any swing is able to deliver the club to the ball somehow with a bit of rerouting, manipulation, compensation, and the less sophisticated swings simply start over the top. Neither of these is a reliable solution. Here's a simple demonstration of how certain backswings require much more manipulation or rerouting than others. So if you consider that hitting a golf ball with a club is as simple as slapping one hand with the other, consider a couple of backswings. Say you have a really narrow, tight right arm, then your right elbow needs to straighten out and it may not bring the two flush, the ball and the club. You might straighten out too far, too near, or just right. Similarly, if you've had a huge big turn of the body, then your body has to unturn. The right side has to drop down and the arm has to drop down to make flush contact. You may not have time for all of that stuff. If you disconnect your upper and lower bodies, same thing again, you still have to drop down the body, drop down the arms. And if you have a very tight elevated right shoulder, it doesn't want to release the club into the ball, so it just starts from over the top. On my website are what I call the 10 tragic tendencies, positions from which the right shoulder finds it much easier to simply start from the top, over the top as we call it. Even if you hardwire 10,000 hours, as they say, of swinging under pressure, when your muscles tighten, the brain just wants to follow the path of least resistance, come over the top. Now the simplest way for you to come from the inside is if you've taken your arm back just as you would to slap the left hand with the right, just here, drop down and there. And that's basically what the minimalist golf swing is based on. The minimalist golf swing cannot start over the top and does not need any rerouting, which is why it works for every level of golfer. Tour players, long drivers, men, women, juniors, it works for everyone. Why is that? Simply because the laws of physics and the laws of musculoskeletal physiology apply to us all. Would you like to learn to make a soft, high, fail-proof pitch shot? Try the minimalist swing for that too. Simply take 2 bits of rope and place them on either side of you, arm's length apart at shoulder high. And now for the setup. Stand taller than you normally do with a narrow square stance and your right shoulder slightly behind the left. Then extend your left arm and club shaft till they touch the rope behind you, and then your right arm and club shaft till they touch the rope in front of you, never turning your head. And remember the magic formula for this shot: no wrist, no twist. By the way, the purpose of the ropes is to make sure you don't quit on your follow through. And this is what an actual swing looks like. Narrow, square stance, the right shoulder slightly behind the left, you can hardly tell. Extend the left arm and club shaft until they are a horizontal line. And then the right arm and club shaft till at least horizontal, never making an intentional twist of the body.